Welcome to the Chaos Makes Sense podcast, brought to you by Smarter Chaos, where online performance marketing is all they do. Now, here's your host.
It's a great day, I'm feeling good.
Hi, I'm your host, Kimberly Henry, and I'm here with Matt Frary, Chief of Chaos from Smarter Chaos, and Tom Heaton, Digital Sales Executive for Digital First Media for the Denver Post, and Cory Diamond, Digital Sales Manager, who is opening up the media buying arm for Smarter Chaos. And today we're talking about Beyond the Acquisition, a full funnel media buying approach. Now, before Matt, Tom, and Cory join us, just a reminder that if you have questions or require assistance with your online performance marketing, you can reach Matt and the team at smarterchaos.com and on Facebook at facebook.com/smarterchaos. Matt, great to be talking with you today.
Hey, Kimberly, another week goes by, and here we are again. I'm happy to be talking.
Yeah, me too. And last week we spoke, you were in Breckenridge, and I understand you're there still or there again?
I'm back again. I can't stay away from the place, but,
Nice.
I like to call it, and I'm using air quotes, my virtual office.
Nice. Very nice. Well, we'll talk more about that in just a moment. I want to also welcome Tom and Cory to the podcast.
How are you doing?
Great.
Kimberly, it's good to be with you.
Good to have you guys both with us. I can't wait to hear the conversation and learn a little bit from some different perspectives. Not that we don't always enjoy Matt's perspective, because we do.
Although it's a skewed one, but we do enjoy it.
That's right. So, Matt, what's up at Smarter Cast this week or at the cabin? Is it really a cabin in Breckenridge?
We'll call it a cabin. It's a cabin/house up in Breck that we have, a.k.a. the Smarter Chaos Office West. But yeah, no, what's going on up here? I am just trying to, build out this media arm with Cory. It's something that we'll be announcing more about. I'm not going to get into details too much about that, but we're really focusing on expanding our business, expanding the service offerings for our clients, and, just trying to get by another day, growing the business.
I understand you have some new furry friends.
Yeah, so I adopted what could be called horses, but others refer to as Bernese mountain dogs. So they are 4 months old and already 50 pounds.
Wow.
And I know. And they're keeping me super busy.
You just doubled your grocery budget. Cory, it's good to have you with us on the program as well. Can you tell us about what trends you're seeing when you're managing advertisers at Smarter Chaos?
Yeah, again, it's good to be with you too, Kimberly. First off, I'd like to note that I would love to have a cabin and a virtual office, so I definitely can look up to Matt and maybe get a couple of Bernese mountain dogs myself.
What's mine is yours, Cory. You know that.
And this has been recorded, so I will come back to this if you ever doubt it. So, Kimberly, one thing I've been finding in talking to clients is, just asking the right questions. We're finding that they're only allocating between 2 to 10% of their budgets towards performance marketing. The rest of it's being split up between some traditional advertising, TV, newspapers, radio, and then the rest is typically going towards non-performance-based digital traffic sources, search, email, display, social, and none of those are on a cost per sale or cost per lead basis. So knowing this, it's obviously we have a vested interest to be a full-service digital agency for our clients. But, through my conversations with them, we've been finding that there's a lot of frustrations that they're having. They're having to work with multiple companies, and as a result of that, there's multiple tracking sources or multiple tracking platforms, multiple reports, multiple people they have to talk to on a daily basis, and it's creating a pretty big headache for them. They're trying to build out their attribution models. They're trying to figure out which traffic sources are ultimately the best for their marketing needs. And so it's kind of a mess right now. What we're looking forward to do here at Smarter Chaos is to kind of take everything under one roof, be able to not only just perform performance marketing, but help them with those traditional digital buys, use one reporting platform. They only have one person to call and get a really full circle view of what their digital marketing efforts are doing for them.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, it can be crazy out there. There's so many different products. There's so many different pricing models, and you really get down to it, and they're just looking for an expert, someone they can rely on, that knows what they're talking about, who can steer the ship of their company in the right direction. Because at the end of the day, what's most important to them is knowing that the dollars they're spending are going towards the right thing.
And I think that's the topic today, really, Kimberly, is, you can take a very binary approach and just say, I'm going to start an affiliate program and I'm going to rely on that really heavily. But that's just not the way that the companies actually work, and it's not the way online marketing works. So there's this thing called full funnel, and we're about to jump into that. But, all these different ways to purchase marketing, and in the end, it all has the same goal of acquiring customers, increasing sales, or driving branding, right? And so through all those different things, we need to open ourselves up to all these different sources, including affiliate, but, we need to take a more 3D approach.
And let's bring Tom Heaton into the conversation. Tom, once again, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. I'm coming from my digital cabin, or virtual cabin, if you will, in my real office. Not quite to where Matt is yet. Someday.
You guys are never going to let that go, are you?
No, we are not.
I've got pictures of mountains.
You put it out there, Matt, and now it's not going away. So, Tom, what's a solution that your company provides that works alongside Smarter Chaos?
Well, we're providing a lot of different solutions for a lot of different companies. Right now, AdTaxi manages more than 3,500 campaigns a month across 800 multi-platform sites across 18 states and even internationally. And really, the idea here is what kind of a campaign can we put together that's going to work for specific clients? Being a preferred partner for Google has allowed us access to really set campaigns up in a way that we can look at, the way that Google's looking at things. And their focus right now is the zero moment of truth and what they can do to attract clients to businesses based on their industry and how they're interacting with ads as they get closer to the point of purchase. So we're creating campaigns based off of the knowledge that typically someone isn't going to take a one-step approach to buying something. There's going to be lots of different touch points, and we're here to figure out where those touch points might be and see how we can help set up with assisted conversion tracking a campaign that's going to allow clients to see where their customers are coming from, whether it's 30, 90 days out before that purchase actually takes place.
Matt, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, again, that goes back to my comment about 3D marketing. For so long, for the last 15 years, I myself have only really focused honestly on performance marketing. And, the question, as Cory said, comes from our clients all the time. Where are our clients actually coming from? It's not enough that they just click on an affiliate's link and come through. In all reality, they are doing searches on Google. They are reading newspapers. They are going to these publisher sites that we have access to now through certain partnerships. And, we need to be able to target them. And I think we need to get into more data-rich targeting, and we need to get into, being able to find the consumer right at that zero moment of truth, like Tom said. And so this is exciting. It's a really interesting topic, and I think as advertisers learn about it, they're going to realize that this digital frontier is coming about the way we said it all would be 10 years ago. But it's finally coming around to data-fueled media buying decisions.
So, Tom, in a what seems like a really fragmented audience right now, for some of us chaotic, how can somebody narrowly target users in the world today with your solution?
Well, with Digital First Media, we use our AdTaxi team to the partnerships that we have through AdTaxi to access the data providers like BlueKai, DataLogix, Exalate, places like that, to really give us a holistic picture of what's going on the internet. And now we're able to take campaigns and target them based off behavior displayed on the internet, content that people are reading. We're able to do demographic targeting. We can basically segment an audience based on what we call smart segments, where I can say I'm looking for somebody that is specifically, if we wanted to use an auto example, let's say I'm looking for a Toyota or a Toyota dealership. I can go out there and I can target people that are in a certain demographic, a certain geographic area, and say I want to target the people that are looking for Toyota or have some sort of affinity towards Toyota cars, and they make a certain amount of money, and maybe they're reading content on automotive sites. There's a way that we can get that information from the data providers and build out a smart segment that's going to allow us to see how that demographic, that smart segment that we create, how they interact with the ads that we're putting in front of them. and then optimize the segment from there to make sure that we're putting our ad in front of exactly the right audience for that client.
Yeah, Kimberly, I remember working with an agency when I was at Microsoft at their DriveOff.com division. And I remember working with that agency 10 years ago, and they said they could do all of this, but really the data wasn't there. So that term big data, it wasn't there, it wasn't accessible, the tools weren't available. Targeting was very generalized to what, people thought the website attracted. Okay, we can target, people that buy automobiles because we're going to auto.com, right? But there wasn't really this really rich layer underneath it of demographic data and, all the different ways that we could retarget and target people based on their buying behavior. And, I was going through the other day while we were under tornado watch here in Colorado. I'm sure you remember what day that was. We got a couple odd tornadoes springing up all over the state. And I was sitting there and I was searching for a vehicle for my wife. And I was looking for, a 2009 Tahoe and just kind of, out there searching on the internet for that. And then I heard a tornado warning come on, so I went to the 9 News website to see what was going on. And the pre-roll video before I watched the live 9 News was for a 2015 Chevy Tahoe, brand new. So I had just been targeted.
Exactly. And that, Matt, that's exactly what we're looking to do here and offer people the opportunity to get in front of potential customers that are already thinking about buying their products. So, automotive is a great example there, but it goes all over the place. Travel is another.
It really extends across multiple industries. We know that we have clients, for example, that are looking for, health and beauty or kids and education. And I've seen the spreadsheets that you've provided for the demographic information that you could target, and you've got all those different categories.
Well, and I think you hit the nail on the head when you talk about your experience of, maybe you were looking on one browser and then something happens, and it's real life. That happens all the time. Maybe I'm looking on my phone or looking at something on my iPad on Facebook, and because of that, my Facebook profile gets flagged that I'm looking at trips down to Las Vegas. Now I go back at home and I'm looking at a targeted ad on Facebook that is going to be, specifically talking to Las Vegas trips. Well, now I'm on my desktop and I'm in a completely different browser, and now I'm doing a search for trips to Vegas again because things got interrupted. Well, now we've got the ability to track the different contact points there and give the credit where the credit is due and show that there's assisted conversions going on all over the place. Maybe I won't actually buy or purchase the trip down to Las Vegas for another 30 days because I'm still, maybe I've read an article on Yahoo that says that the optimal buying window is actually 2 to 3 months out. And so I say, all right, well, I read that. You know what? I'm going to wait 30 days and see. Well, in the meantime, I'm getting served ads based on retargeting, based on behavioral targeting that are showing me, hey, come back, buy this ticket, buy these plane tickets, book this hotel room. And then when it comes down to that zero moment of truth, I've had so many other interaction points there that I've already got brands in my head as to who I'm kind of favoring a little bit. So when I then do a Google search in another window that has absolutely nothing to do with the original point of contact that I started there, I've already got that tracked down to, hey, this guy, me, I just looked at a Las Vegas trip and I booked it. Well, before that, here's the other 8 points or 15 points of contact that we had before that point of purchase. So really driving home the fact that while, yes, there was one click that led to one sale, there may have been 15 other clicks before that that helped assist in that conversion and really was the reason why that conversion happened in the end.
You think it just picked up that Cory was just searching for cabins in Breckenridge?
Right. This is a great conversation, but we do need to take a quick break. I'm here with Matt Frary, Chief of Chaos for Smarter Chaos, Tom Heaton, Digital Sales Executive for Digital First Media for the Denver Post, and Cory Diven, Digital Sales Manager for Smarter Chaos. We'll be right back.
More Chaos Makes Sense after this.
Impact Radius is revolutionizing the performance marketing industry with its solutions for advertisers and agencies. Founded by industry veterans in 2008, the company is fundamentally changing the performance marketing landscape. Go to impactradius.com today to learn more about their industry-leading solutions, including tag management, media management, affiliate tracking, mobile app tracking, and more.
Affiliates make more money from your audience promoting Mtelligence. Mtelligence provides small businesses with the tools to engage, encourage, and measure customer satisfaction in real time with custom mobile surveys, rewarding participation with mobile coupons, while simultaneously building opt-in, SMS, and email marketing solutions. Take advantage as an affiliate by promoting the Mtelligence free trial offer and earn up to $20 per transaction. Join our affiliate program at mtelligence.co.
Nothing, yes, nothing that a brand or advertiser says about their product is nearly as influential as what is shared online by women. She Is Media is a unique and one-of-a-kind community designed to embrace women bloggers and their ability to share their story and drive the moment of intent. Join the Sisterhood of Sharing at sheismedia.com and make money recommending products and services that matter to you. Join sheismedia.com.
It's time now for more Chaos Makes Sense.
And I'm back with Matt, Tom, and Cory, and we are talking about kind of the marketing funnel and bringing some of this all together. Just a bit ago, we brought up Google. Can you tell us a little bit more about your capabilities with Google, Tom?
Well, yeah, of course. As we just were announced about a couple months ago here, AdTaxi became one of 20 Google PSPs in the world, or premier small business partners. That has really given us an inside track to work with Google and really get the kind of that foremost technology that Google's offering. For our clients, that gives them an opportunity to work with the in-depth experts that have pretty much the cutting-edge technology from Google at their fingertips, where we're able to use beta testing and really drive out new extensions, really look into better ways to optimize campaigns and look at results in a new light, the way that Google is suggesting that it's done. So all based off of best practices directly from Google. And then beyond that, it's just knowing that you're going to be getting guidance and support from somebody that is actively working with Google and that has Google checking in on our campaigns to make sure that we are doing things the way that they want it done. So kind of a security blanket, knowing that it's pretty much the best thing you can do next to working with Google directly.
And Tom, you brought up assisted conversions earlier. Can you talk about that a little bit more deeply and what is meant by attribution?
What we're getting into is, as we get further along with Google AdWords and Google Analytics, we're looking at how Google is seeing people come into the funnel. So when we say assisted conversion, what that means is, let's say, as we were talking about earlier, I look for a specific model of car, and maybe I click around on a few different things. I don't make a purchase exactly, but then from there, go over to, let's say, 9 News, as Matt said, and get a video served to me because I was looking for that specific model of car. Each one of those is actually going to be a touch point, and those would be considered assists along the way down to that zero moment of truth where I make a decision to basically make that purchase or become that acquisition. Stuff that Cory's been working on very well with the Smarter Chaos team, and wanted to see kind of what we could do to bring that assisted conversion tracking over to what they're doing with bring the leads down, actually getting to that zero moment of truth.
Right, because there's so much that happens, right, Cory? I mean, let's say, for example, you are running, the education.com campaign, Brainsy, and, if you look at it, what I call binary, if you look at it just at who was the last click before the zero moment of truth, and what we mean by that is who drove the last click right before the person signed up for Brainsy.com. Well, that's really a simple way of looking at it. And that's the way I think that is something that has been a fault of affiliate marketing for a while. And if you don't look at it with that full funnel, talk a little bit about what some of our customers have been asking for. I mean, what they've been, clamoring for.
So, yeah, what we've been hearing, from our partners, and I'll kind of tie it back to the car example we've been using, but it applies to all of our partners. Anyone who sells anything online or even in stores, if you only focus all of your efforts on strictly just performance, and let's say it's that 15th click, you run the risk of those 14 clicks that happened before. If you're not playing in that space or putting an investment in that, you run the risk of your competitor who has decided to buy that media, who has decided to buy that retargeting or heavily invest in search or have a large social presence. There's so many opportunities for them to take those eyeballs away from your product and sell a different product. And so our advertisers are really picking up on that, and they're looking to us for a solution. Obviously, we're doing their performance, but that they want more sales, and this is certainly our recommendation and our strategy for how to increase their sales by putting a hard investment in doing some media buys to increase overall sales.
So we're really talking about more influence along the journey of the customer, really, and buying that influence through the media buys.
Yeah, it's a way to get premium inventory. It's a way to as Tom was talking about the big data companies, the Blue Kai, the Xlates, Data Logics. It's a way to tap into that, and get in front of the right people. Yes, an affiliate link might be at the very end of it, but there's so many people right before that you want to get into. And also just for the branding effort of it. Maybe it can't be directly linked to a specific purchase, but branding is huge, and it's very important for every brand to get out there. Otherwise, people aren't going to search for it. They're not going to know who the name of your company is if they read a blog post about it if you don't have a strong branding effort.
But if an advertiser engages, Cory with the division that you're opening and Tom with the products that you're assisting with, they're getting a dashboard. They can see the journey of their consumer for the most part, correct?
Absolutely, and that's one of the beautiful things that we've got as working with Google. We figured out a way that we can tap into their assist their assist tracking there, and we can show people and say, this is exactly how things are working. We can show them with Google Analytics and say, hey, listen, the acquisition campaign that you're running is working great, and you're getting a great CPA there, but the reason why it's happening, and we can point back and say, maybe you've got a great click-through rate on your mobile campaign that you're running here, and that's leading to a lot of conversions on the mobile side. Or your social media, you're getting a lot of clicks through these links that you're putting out there. Maybe they're not converting for another 30 days, and maybe it's not really showing up on the acquisition side, but we know that people are out there, and you're getting an assist, maybe months in advance, but it is working, and letting people know that, hey, it is worth the money to invest a little bit further up the funnel. Because some of the reports that we're seeing from Google, somebody goes to buy a car, there's 18 points of contact before they make that decision. And if you're only focusing your marketing on the last 2 or 3 points of contact to just drive home that acquisition, you may be missing the mark, and you may be doing yourself a little bit of a disservice to the brands that are there for that first 15 steps that they've already got the brand established. So in the end, you're actually driving down your cost per acquisition, but you're investing that money further up the funnel so that people are able to have that brand affinity through the various channels that we can track and show you this is how the full funnel is working for your business.
We'll return to our conversation with Matt, Tom, and Cory in just a moment. Right now, it's time for Chaos Makes Sense. And we're back. So as we finish out this podcast for the day, Tom, I want to ask you, what's going on in the industry right now that's getting you excited and out of the bed in the morning?
Well, really, it's these new tools that are available to us through Google's Assist interaction tracking. It's being able to see what the industries are looking at from their multi-channel funnel reports, what they're seeing as an average, and knowing how we can put the right products out there for the right client to get the right customer to come in and really increase their sales. It's really cool, the technology that's available to us and what we can do to make businesses grow via multiple tools across the internet.
And Cory, same question to you.
Yeah, what's getting me excited, I read a report this morning that by the end of 2014, 1 in 4 people worldwide will have a smartphone. That's just such an incredible opportunity. You have a piece of technology that allows someone to perform a search. They can surf the web. They can buy a product. They can read their email. And then, of course, what the main function is to make a phone call. It's really exciting to have technology that your brand can engage with a customer in so many different ways. And it's all coming with a device that's held, a foot, 2 feet away from your eyes. It's almost about as close as you can get to a customer before they make a purchase.
Oh, great answers. If you would like to reach out to Matt, you can find him online at smarterchaos.com. Matt's Twitter handle is @ChiefOfChaos. You can find Tom on Twitter as well at @onward. And Cory's email is Cory@smarterchaos.com. That's CORY @smarterchaos.com. Did I get that right, Tom? @onward?
T-Heat Onward.
T-Heat Onward. Okay, got it. All right, guys, we're out of time, but thank you so much, Matt, Tom, and Cory.
So yep, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Thanks for listening. At Smarter Chaos Online Performance Marketing, we do it all. We create order from chaos, and we will drive your sales. Contact us today at smarterchaos.com. That's www.smarterchaos.com.
Fascinated.